Hi, welcome to another video in my Learning German series. I believe this is episode 25, so we've come pretty far away. In the last video, number 24, we looked at the accusative case. Um, Basically, I just went over the basics with that, and I paid more attention to what happens at the end of the words. Um, in the accusative case in German, the ending switch for masculine words, masculine nouns, for and that's important. When you're writing, when you're speaking, when you're reading, you should take note of that. That should tell you the case you're in, and that's very important. Um, and that's a difference from English, so it can be a little difficult at first to get used to. Remember that in the accusative, for females, for not females, feminines, for feminine, the feminine case, the neuter case, everything remains the same. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But now we're going to talk about the direct object, which is very important um, because the direct object goes along with the accusative case. And it can be a little difficult to understand at first, but once you get it, you'll get it. And it's crucial to you're not going to be able to use the accusative without understanding the direct object, what a direct object is. And a direct object is simply something that the action is happening to, or you're being acted on. Someone is being acted on. So if I said "Ich liebe dich," I love you, right? I is in the nominative. They're the person who's performing the verb. They're the one who's loving. Okay? And you are in the accusative because you're the person who's being loved. You are the direct object because the direct object receives the action from the verb, from the nominative, from the first person. They're receiving the verb. So we'll go a little slower, but you should be able to get that. So if I'm doing something, if I run to you, that's different, right? That's not the same thing. But if I am hugging you, or if I am uh, talking to you, you're the person being spoken to. So that's the direct object. And basically, you have to think um, the nominative is verb ing the accusative. And the accusative is being verbed, or the direct object is being verbed. The accusative and direct object can be used interchangeably. They're basically synonyms with each other. And the direct object is being verbed by the nominative. And once you understand that, the accusative case is used for the direct object. You can use the accusative case to identify the direct object. You can use the direct object to identify that you're using the accusative case. Um, and then you'll be able to understand the endings that happen. And that's how you really put everything together. And that's how you really advance your understanding so that you can really master that concept and then, use it. You're writing, you're speaking, you can understand it when you're listening to it. But that's a very important concept. But yeah, I hope that you were able to understand from this video what the direct object is. It's a very important concept. Um, it seems a little beginner, might seem a little beginner for some people who are more advanced with their language learning, but it's one of the first things you have to learn, regardless of what language you're learning. It's very important. You just don't think of it because you know English, but it's also for people who learn English. It's important too, and it's crucial to language learning. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. My name is Lakshman Sibel. This is part of my series, Learning German series. I also upload a podcast series. They both have the same number of episodes, by the way, and I like to move them along at the same pace. Um, and I upload my podcast on YouTube as well as Spotify and Apple Music. So if you're interested, you can listen to that. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Drop a like for the YouTube algorithm. And I really hope that you enjoyed the video. You were able to learn from it because the direct object is really important. And goodbye.